Hello everybody, wee Paddy from across the shock, and here's another wee video for you today. Now, you've seen by the title of the video what it is. This is EDC pack for young men. I'm going to say young men because all children grow up at a different pace. All children are more responsible at a different pace, and that's for mummies and daddies and granddads to say when the child's ready. Well, probably mummies and daddies, granddads will get told yay or nay, but what I've got in front of you is it's a set of little EDC things that I think any young boy or young man would love to have. Now, they don't have to be these. These are just what I picked out that I thought that would be a sample of what it could be and how cheap it could be, because we never know if the kids really want to do it. We don't want to force ourselves on them, and you don't want to spend too much in case they don't use them. So these work out in UK. It'll work out at £12 for this lot, and in the US about $16. Now again, they're rough prices, and you can go cheaper and you can go dearer. It depends all on the person you're buying it for. But just thought I'll give you an example, let you see, and you can decide what would be right to give them. But I think it's coming up to Christmas soon, and we all know what AliExpress or these places, which is where I get most of that stuff from, how long it takes. So maybe this is a good time to order these, or just to order them for just a wee weekend present for the kids or your child, one of the two. Okay, so let's just start off. This is something I used, and I used it in my fifth pocket, and it's great. It's got two little screwdrivers, a flathead, and they're great screwdrivers, actually. They don't run off at all, and a pair of pliers with a wee pair of snips in them. They're all right. You know, they're all right for wee jobs to hold something, but they'd be perfect for a child, because I used them and I had no problems. They were in my fifth pocket of my jeans. And to buy something like that on AliExpress, it's about $1.50, $2, say. I mean, they're just not dear. There's a knife, and a knife is so subjective. You'll be buying a knife for whatever age the child is or young man, to what you think they can cope with. This is a locking one. It's a San Remo, and I recommend you buying something like a San Remo because their build quality is good, and I feel they're safe. I give these to my grandchildren, so I know that they're safe. Very good, sturdy wee knives. That one cost about £4, $5 delivered. Again, you can go as low or as high as you like, but I would recommend San Remo for a small knife, simply because of the build quality. And here's another one. It's just a wee pry bar. This is one I took out, but you can get a wee pry bar on AliExpress for about £2 or $3 or less, maybe. Do you know what I mean? And it's just something else to give them to put in their pockets that they can play with, because that's what EDC, we want them to start playing with it and using it, because if you use something, you know the old adage, if it's used you'll carry it, if it's not you won't. So these are just starters for them. Here is a little torch that I recommend for everybody, never mind for EDC. This costs me £1.50, right? It takes one AAA battery. It gives you over 100 lumens, or say about 100 lumens. An absolute cracker. They're on AliExpress. There's lots of different makes. If you just see them, they say they're 600 lumens. They're not. They're about 100 and 120 lumens. But there's one button on and off, the wee ticky tail switch, and they are an absolute great buy. They do these, and they do a longer one with two AAA batteries. But also with that, I would get them into the habit of sticking that in their fifth pocket of their jeans, or carrying a spare battery, because again, that is EDC. That's being sort of, you know, everyday carry. Be prepared in case your light runs out, or you're just carrying a bit of metal. And then this little pen. This is one of the wee extendable pens. I think this wee pen cost me about £2 when I got it. I don't know what price it is, but for a pen you can substitute anything. This is great because it's small. It just goes in your pocket, or it goes in his keys or whatever. And last of all, a wee book, 25 cents. I bought a big pack of these for a pound, and they worked out maybe 20p each. So whatever that is. So to buy that whole system there, a great wee EDC system. Now, I haven't put a lighter there because I don't know a whole lot of younger men who would be responsible enough to have a lighter on their own. I don't mind if they're with me, I'll give them a lighter, but that is something you have to decide for your child, or if it's a younger man, then there's no problem, give them a lighter. But a big lighter costs nothing. So for £12, $16, there's a little EDC set. You could even put it in a wee mini bum bag. I don't know whether kids carry them anymore. Probably not. But in his man bag, just a wee pouch that he can put in his man bag. But I would more get the smaller things so he can put them in his pockets, and he gets used to having them in his pockets. Because you know what it's like. It does take a while to get used to having stuff in your pockets. So that's where I would want it to go. So I hope it's probably helped to nobody because we all know it's there, but it's just something to think about. And I thought, with Christmas coming up, I have 22 grandchildren, so I have to think of wee things like this to build up a wee set to give to some of them. And there's some of them ready this year. Some of them are way past it and have no chance of getting them, mind you, but it's just a thought, and it's an easy, cheap way of getting them into the habit of carrying EDC. Okay, this is short and simple. I'm not going to make this complicated. That's it over. £12, $16. Get the kids started young. The younger they get started, the better. And the younger they are, the more you control the knife and the lighter. So I leave that with your hands. And mummies and daddies will certainly tell you when they're not allowed to have it. All right, take care, folks. Paddy's away. Bye.